What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aquarius Sun sign friends. If you're born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you are an Aquarius Sun sign, and this reading is for you. In today's reading, we're going to be doing a look at the month ahead for the month of August for all my Aquarians. This spread is going to tell us what the past, present, and future energies you have surrounding you, as well as what you can hold on to, let go of, lessons you're going to learn for the month of August. Basically, this spread is designed to give you all the information and insight you need into the month of August so you can make it the best month possible, okay? Remember, this is a general overall reading, so not everything's going to apply to everyone in a very specific way. So take what you will, take what resonates, and leave the rest. If you want a more specific reading tailored just for you, then head on over to my Etsy shop, and there's a number of readings there we can do that, where I tap into your specific energies. But so as it stands, this is an overall reading. We're going to be using the Morgan-Greer Tarot deck. This is a beautiful, lush, vibrant deck from the 70s, which I love a lot, and I think you will too if you've never seen it before. So, if you would please just give me a moment to center myself and ask the tarot cards a question. What energies are surrounding Aquarius sun signs for the month of August? Whoa, hey, alright, that should do it. Sit there, and let's deal them out. Alright, and I also like to ask the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck what spiritual message it has for Aquarians in the month of August. What spiritual message for Aquarius sun signs in the month of August? And we'll take a look at this card at the end. Alright, let's see what we got here. Off the bat, I see some serious major arcana here. No pentacle energy, which is interesting. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at these cards individually. Then we're going to go look at what they have to say as a whole. First card here represents the energies of last month. So this is the energies of July. And we've got the World card. And I get the feeling that something was completed in the month of July. Something came to an end. This could, I mean, like I said, this is a general overall reading, so it's going to apply to a variety of people in a variety of different ways. So I can't specify what came to an end specifically, but something came to an end. For some of you, it might have been a job or a project you've been working on, or a relationship, or a phase of your life even. Something came to its completion is what I'm getting a sense of, and not in a negative sense, not in like, oh, it's over now, it's terrible, but it came to through its own volition. It came to an end, and it's time to probably start something new. And I'm sorry I can't be more specific with what came to an end. I think you will know, right? If you're listening to this, you should know what came to an end in the month of July, and that might give you some insights on what's to come next. So let's look at this card here. This card represents the present energies, the energies that are surrounding you right now. We've got the Queen of Cups. And I get the feeling that right now you're kind of doing some reflecting. You're looking back at whatever came to an end, and you're reflecting on it from a kind of an emotional standpoint. You're kind of looking back and rehashing the emotions that you felt during this final stage, or after the end of this stage, or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm getting the sense of quiet contemplation and reflection, and seeing how you feel about it, basically, and kind of exploring the emotions surrounding that closing of the event. So yeah, it's definitely emotional and definitely kind of rearward facing, looking back at the last month and kind of analyzing things. So we're going to head on over here. This card represents the energies of next month, the month of August. We've got the Six of Cups. Nostalgia. Yes, I get the feeling of nostalgia. This could have to do with the event that ended. This could be further back, but I'm getting the feeling that August is going to be a time for you to you're kind of stuck in the past energies, is basically what I'm getting at. Now I'm starting to get the feeling that whatever this world card represents, whatever that closing event was kind of a big deal. I'm getting the feeling that it was like a big event that's going to take some time to get over. It's going to take some time for you to figure out how to move on and how to process this event and start, the new cycle. So I'm not getting a feeling that you're going to get over this event very quickly. I think the month of August is going to be spent looking back at it and still learning what you needed to learn from it. So I'm not getting the feeling of a lot of forward movement at this time. But there are more cards, so we'll see what they have to say. And of course, we'll look at this as a whole, like I said. This card here represents what to hold on to for the month of August. We've got the High Priestess. Yes, the High Priestess is about inward reflection, asking the tough questions, and trying to ascertain that which has been obfuscated. These are big words. Trying to figure out what is hidden inside of you. And I think that's very interesting that this card would come up at a time of self-reflection. Why are you so nostalgic? Why are you thinking about the past? What about those energies is intriguing to you, and what do they have to tell you about yourself? So I think what this card is saying is it's time to ask yourself those types of questions. In your nostalgic reflection, as you look back on the past, kind of see what's inside of you and why you're spending so much time on these things and what they're trying to teach you about yourself. So yes, I get the feeling this month is going to be a month of introspection, guys. This is going to be a month of self-reflection and analyzation, and it's going to be a time for you to really go deep inside yourself, to your shadow aspects even, and try to learn more about yourself. I don't see a lot of forward movement, like I'm saying. I think the month of August is going to be a time for you to explore those inner demons and actually the inner light as well, and just learn about yourself more. Okay, that's interesting. This card here represents the biggest hurdle you're likely to experience in the month of in the month of August, and we've got the Death card. Now, don't freak out if you're new to tarot, if you're not really sure what the Death card is about. It's not about dying. And I don't get the sense of death from this. What this card is about transitioning and making that transition. And that is going to be your biggest hurdle. Like I said, this spread is just, very, very to the point right now. Is that your biggest hurdle in the month of August is going to be moving on and allowing change to occur and getting away from this, whatever ended. It could have been a relationship. Like I said, I don't know what it was, but whatever ended in July, your biggest challenge in August is going to be moving forward and getting over it and allowing that change to occur. And so this is going to be, I get the feeling that a lot of you are going to be stuck in the past a little bit, and you're going to be kind of pining for the nostalgia of what was. But your biggest challenge is going to be getting over that and trying to find a way forward and trying to figure out what's next and just allowing change to occur in your life. So that's going to be a little bit of a hurdle for you. Nothing you can't get over. Time heals all these wounds. So there's no shame in spending a month or two reflecting, as long as you're doing it in a productive manner. This card here represents what to let go of for the month of August, and we've got the Four of Swords. Yes, wow. The Four of Swords is telling me that what you need to let go of is the urge to just sit there and contemplate things. The Four of Swords is about, meditating on anything, really. And this card is saying that maybe August is a time for you to move forward, and maybe just sitting back and thinking too long could be detrimental, could hurt you a little bit. Yes, it's okay to self-reflect. Yes, it's okay to ask these questions. In fact, the High Priestess is asking you to ask these questions. But the Four of Swords is saying don't spend too much time. Don't get stuck there. Don't spend so much time dwelling on the past, because we have to remember the future. But not necessarily the future. We have to remember the present, more importantly. We have to remember the present moment so that we're making a better future. If we're always stuck in the past, then we're not thinking about the present. Therefore, our future is kind of of uncertain. It's up in the air because it's not being focused upon. So this card is saying don't get stuck in that energy for too long. Don't get too contemplative, because there are things that need to be done, that you need to do and to progress. So you can't get stuck there, okay? This card here represents the energy of the people around you, and we've got the Queen of Wands. I just want you to remember, guys, that this is not... well, there are people in your life who are going to be having a different energy, but this is like the overall energy of the people in your life. So, you know, there are different people who are individuals with different energies, but overall, the people in your life are going to be the Queen of Wands. They're going to have the Queen of Wands energy. And to me, this means that they're going to be very active. They're going to be going for their you know, they're going to be out there doing stuff. And I think this might contrast against you a little bit, because you're not going to be so active in the month of August, is the feeling I'm getting. I think you guys are going to be more, you know, like I said, self-reflective, and that doesn't really go hand in hand with being super active. So I think maybe the energy of the people around you are going to be a little bit too fast-paced for you. And if that's the case, that's fine. You don't want to, you know, I mean, it might help you. It might help you get out of this meditative state. So if you feel like that's what you need, then go for it and spend some time with people who are being more active. But if you really, truly feel like you need to just calm down and slow down, then there's no shame in, you know, maybe not hanging out with a friend or a family member when they ask you to, okay? So keep that in mind, that there might be a disparity in energies there. All right, this last card represents the biggest lesson you're likely to learn in the month of August, and we have Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Finally, a pentacle shows up. Okay. The biggest lesson you're going to learn is eventually, my friends, you are going to have to move forward. And I think I'm getting the feeling now that this self-reflection period is only going to last this month. By the end of this month, you're going to learn that it's time to go forward again. It's time to put action into the world. It's time to focus on creating abundance and moving forward from this event that happened. And I think that's a lesson you're all going to learn, and that's great. I think this is a lesson that is very beneficial for you and for everyone, that it's okay to take time out, and it's okay to allow the energies to settle before we move forward, and but knowing the whole time that you will eventually move forward, right? And you will start to get back onto the path. So now that we've seen this whole spread, let's take a look at what it's trying to say. Definitely get the feeling that something ended in July, and now is the time for you to kind of figure out what it meant. What did that ending mean to your life? How is it helping you? What lessons is it bringing? And there's going to be a lot of self-reflection and analyzation because of it, and that's a good thing. It's going to help you to unlock avenues and areas of yourself that you didn't know about. So that's a beautiful thing. And moving into August, there's going to be a lot of looking back and reminiscing about the past and thinking about the past. And I'm getting a lot of emotions, very emotional, less analytical and more emotional. So you're going to be feeling the past event more than really thinking about it. You're going to be feeling it. And that's the sense I'm getting. What you should hold on to, what you should focus on, is really asking yourself the tough questions and using this time of reflection constructively. Really asking yourself questions that are going to help you to figure out what this time means in your life. So don't be afraid to ask the tough questions. Don't be afraid to dive into the shadow aspects of yourself, because it's going to help you learn about yourself. Your biggest hurdle is going to be getting over this thing. It's going to be moving on, moving forward. Like I said, I don't see it lasting a terribly long time, but I do feel like a lot of you are going to be kind of stuck in that moment and stuck in the past moments, and your biggest hurdle is going to be finding a way to get over it, to get through it, and to accept the change into your life. That's the biggest thing, accepting the change into your life. So that's something you're going to have to work on this month. The way you can work on it, what you can let go of, is just to not be so meditative, so contemplative. Definitely don't spend a lot of time in your head about this. Yes, it's okay to feel what you were feeling about it, but don't spend so many ego thoughts on it. Remember to focus on the present moment as much as you possibly can. And that's going to help you get through this time. That's going to help you move forward and bring change back into your life, is by focusing on the present as much as humanly possible, while still reflecting, but focus your thoughts on the now. The people around you are going to have a slightly different energy. They're going to be more active. They're going to be more adventurous. And if that's what you feel you need, then go be with those people and spend time with them. But if you feel like that's going to take you off the path or where you're trying to go, then it's okay to not see those people if that's what you feel. But the biggest lesson is, okay, eventually we're going to have to, move forward. We have to, put in work into this world. We have to try to achieve our goals, and we can't just dote here. We can't just sit here forever reminiscing about what was. And that's what this Queen of Pentacles is saying. That's the biggest lesson that you're going to learn, is eventually, guys, you got to go forward. Alright, so that is the reading. Pretty interesting. Before we go, let's take a look at the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. We asked it what spiritual message it had for Aquarians in the month of August, and we got faith. Humanity and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Okay, this card is saying stay positive, right? Even if you view that negative event as something that was detrimental to you, see the light in it. Have faith in others. See the beauty in other people, so that you're moving forward from a place of love and acceptance. And understand that humanity's got its own problems, right? And they're doing the best they can, just like you have your own problems and you're doing the best that you can. So there's no reason to judge others. There's no reason to judge yourself. Just remain faithful in both humanity, in the spirit realms who are guiding you in the right direction, and hold a lot of light in your heart so that you're headed in the right way. That is all I have to say about that. So I hope you guys got something out of that reading. Remember, this was a general reading. If you want a more specific reading tapped into your energies, then head on over to my Etsy shop. I'll put a link in the description and in the card, so you can just click that and go on over and check out what kind of readings I offer over there. I'd appreciate that. If you really enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. It lets me know I did something well and that you got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about things. And if you really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing so that you stay up to date on all these videos, which I release regularly. Alright guys, I really do appreciate you coming by and checking out this video. I wish you the best month ever. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.